Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and another What's in the Box. Now today we've got part 126 and it is going to be a bit of a bumper edition. I've got a fair bit to go through. But firstly I'd like to apologise to anybody whose videos I haven't been able to get to watch in the last week. As most of you will be aware, I've been away since Monday the 8th of May and we've just got back on the Saturday just gone. But I did get to watch all the Mega Marathon Monday 50p hunts, of which I took part in. Unfortunately, my score nowhere near threatened the leaders. But a big congratulations to both Selected Coins, who actually won the competition outright. And I think he gets some sort of shield that Trevor's putting together. But those two sealed bags of memorial coins helped a great deal. And unfortunate to Coin Fraser, who'd been leading for quite some time as well. But anyway, went down to Derbyshire, me and the wife, my two daughters, one of my daughter's boyfriends, and the dog. Now, by strange quirk of fate, Smiffy had actually contacted me about a week or so before he went to the Royal Mint Experience on Coronation Day, and he asked me if I would be interested in the striker run, and I said of course I would. So because we were down in Derbyshire, we were actually able to meet up with Smiffy, and we had lunch on the Monday, and he brought along the striker runs and some other bits of coins that I did ask him about. So like I say, I'm indebted to Smiffy for this. So struck on the 6th of May. I believe his tours around about 11:40 in the morning. I know some coin tubers actually managed to get down, sort of like the very first ones, because it was a 24-hour event. So you can pause and read that. This was struck actually on the day of the coronation. And it is the crowned portrait done by Martin Jennings. There will be an uncrowned portrait going into circulation. Mintage is expected around 5 million, which seems to be the norm for some coins of late. It seems to be a 5 million issue all the time. And reverse designer was done by Natasha Jenkins. Of course, I did do something on this last week. And these 50 pences are a bit better condition than the ones I had from Change Checker, which I did send back, by the way. I did contact them by email and said I was going to do it, and they said I was actually going to get the same type of packaging as the other coins. So the gold-edged blue card will also be a gold-edged blue card when I receive it. Anyway, the second coin that I paid Smiffy for was this one, and it's the base proof Wales coin. These were actually designed on the old round £1 by Norman Silman way back in sort of like the late 90s. I'm not going to open this packaging, but you can only get these coins from the Royal Mint. There's a proof design. This one had only just recently come out as well, the Celtic Cross. So Smithy was able to pick one of them up for me as well. And I managed to give him a Kew Gardens. Was actually the blue card trade, or the trading cards, Kew Gardens, which he didn't have. But he also brought this along as well. So this is the Magna Carta from 2015. And I was a bit dumbfounded why he'd actually brought this, but he said that it was to be used in a giveaway at some point. Obviously we're fairly close to 750 as I record this, and I was hoping to do some sort of giveaway when I got to 1,000, but rather than just announce it in a title on a video that it's a giveaway, I might just do it during one of the what's in the box videos without letting anybody know. So unless you're actually subscribed to the channel and you've hit that notification bell to keep you up to date with any uploads I do, you may miss out on this. But it's the IRB portrait. So this is the one that didn't actually go into circulation. It was only actually in the collector's sets. But what an absolute fantastic gesture by Smiffy, and I hope everybody thanks Smiffy in the comments. I do have like a little plastic cover that I can actually put over that, so that will protect it even more. But that wasn't the end of it, because then he dropped this on the table, and he says, I know you like doing your world coins. He says, I know you've got a fair few to go through from Judas. So some more world coins that will be looked at a later date. So again, a big thank you for that as well, Smiffy. Right, so while I was away in Derbyshire, I managed to find a couple of small coin shops. Now, I was up in, I'm trying to think where I was, Matlock, wasn't it? It was Matlock when I found these two. Actually, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. There were, as you can see, one was £2.50, one was £3. But I got chatting to the guy who apparently he was originally from Middlesbrough, but he didn't have the northeast twang anymore. But I spotted these and I thought, oh, these are half silver ones, sixpences. Now that one is from, upside down, that one's from 1942. And this one was from 1945. So I've got sixpence album. Which has got very few in. There's hardly any on that side. In fact, I don't think there's any on that side. Nearly all of them are here. I'm still waiting for a 1952. So we've got 1942, which goes in there. And that one has got a mintage of 44,942,785. And the 1945, that's got a mintage of 39,939,259. So that was a nice little bonus. I was also up at a place called Cromford, and there's a tour of what they call the Cromford Mills. And I spotted these in like a little antique store. Now they were selling the pennies for 5 for a quid, and I think, in fact, I think there was halfpences and farthings in amongst it. But I knew I didn't have a 1934, and I didn't have this one either. Now this one looks, I don't know if it looks lacquered or something, but anyway, that one's a 1922, and in true Coin Patrol style, if I can get this to zoom in, it looks like the trident is touching the edge of the coin. It's not one of the rare ones. Yeah, so I don't know, it looks just weird, but it was only when I got this 1934 back to the cottage where we were staying that I realised that it had some sort of sellotape on the back as well. Oh dear. So anyway, I've got some albums. Zoom back out. So I've got an 1881 to 1901. Now, I don't have an album from 1860 to 1880, so I do have an 1862, which is in good condition. I'll just put that in there. So there's like the Victorian era, goes up to 1901. Again, a few spaces missing. Then I've got a 1902. One of the coins has fell out. It's the 1909 one. Unfortunately, it isn't the rare one. So anybody that hasn't already watched Coin Patrol's videos, go back and watch him, because in the description of nearly every video, he has links to videos on the rare coins. I mean, there's the 1911 Gobi X. There's the 1903 where you have an open 3 or a closed 3. Various others. 1909. There's the 18. Trying to think off the top of my head. Is it 1897? But anyway, so that only goes up to 1929. I think that coin's just fell out again. And this one is from 1930 to 1966. So we've got the 1934, which I'll just pop in there for now. That one, mintage 13, that's nearly 14 million, 30,965,600. And I'm going to put the 22 in. All the coins has fallen out. I mean, again, Coin Patrol had a video on how you can actually stop the coins falling out. I've tried the method and it doesn't seem to have done one jot of difference, because they still keep falling out. So 1922 will go in there, and that one has got a mintage of 16,346,711. Now, as you can see, I've still got some little coins on the bottom, because as I said, those were £5 for a quid, but I got them free, them pennies, but I paid £3 each for these. And these are the silver threepences, which I've started to collect. I got the this little album a little while ago, and I've managed to get in most of the George V ones. And these weren't in too bad condition, so I'm just going to put that album down so we can have a look at these. So that's a 1934 George V. We've got 1941. That'll be George VI. 1935, so again George V. 1920, George V again. As you can see, the designs did actually change during his reign. This one is 1932. Uh, 1921. 1922. 1931. So again, George the Fifth, and finally George the Sixth for 1940. Right, so I'm just going to quickly add those to the album. I'll do a quick 30 thing, and then we'll come back and say what's what. Right, and here we are with the albums duly updated. And most of these will be half silver. In fact, 1920, I can't remember whether the 1920 was the last year of the .925 silver or the first year of the .5 silver, but so we've got a nice little date run there, 20, 21 and 22, 31 in, 32. You've got the mintage figures just underneath each date. You can see the 1932 is 5,887,325. Some of these are not actually fitting in quite right. Might need some extra brute force. 34, 35. We already had a couple of them. We've got 1940 and 41. So doing quite well on the silver threepence. So they cost us 20. What was it, £27? They were £3 each. I mean, they are in good nick, but she actually took the pennies in for nothing. Now, while in Matlock, we did find another coin shop. Again, I spent probably 20. I think it was about £27.50 on all of these. So we've got foreign coins, £6.50. Again, I'll come back to them at some point. Got some old pennies for a £5. There's quite a lot in there. Some Victorian pennies, £7.50. I don't know what this number is here. I know there's not 30 in them. And this one here says 38 different pennies, £8. I think it was £8.50. Yeah, because the S looks like it says a 5, but it's £8.50. So I think it was £27.50. I think for those. So let's have a look, see what we've got. No point at all like these pennies. Some of these are probably not going to be able to be read. Well, that one's in 1877. So that would be for an album that I don't have. 1896. Don't need that one. Actually, you can tell one of them has got what they call a wide date. That's the one on the top, and one's the narrow date. But there is different varieties for quite a lot of the coins. This one looks like it's been shined up at some point. It's a bit of a shame. Don't think we're going to get a date off that. 1880 something, maybe. Unfortunately, I don't have the dirty mug. Oh, well, this is a halfpence. No, it's halfpenny. It's not a penny. 1901. Another 1901. Well, this one is a penny. It's not in too bad condition. I'll have to go through the albums to see if there is any upgrades. 1897, have we got that dot between the O and N? Nope. So I pick all these bits of information up from Coin Patrol for the pre-decimals. 1899. Looks like a bit concave, that. It's a 1900. $1862. Now I do have a better condition, 1862, which I did show you right at the beginning of the pennies. 1901. Another 1897. Looking for that little dot after the O. Nope. 1892. Don't think I've got that one either. And this last one is 1874, and there's a little mark there, so that will be an H mint mark. So that's these Ralph Heaton Works in Birmingham. So, like I said, they were Victorian pennies. I thought I might as well take a punt on them. So there's a few there that I don't have. There might be a few upgrades to the ones I've got in the album. Let's put them to one side. So we'll open up this next bag, see what we've got. So what does it say? 38 different pennies. So we're going to be getting a date run. And we'll kick off with a 1927. I know I'm not au fait with all the errors, so you'll have to bear with us. This is a fairly new, well, I'm saying new, it's late into the pennies because they sort of discontinued in 1967, although there was a approved version in 1970. Only in sets. So that's 1965. Got, what's this one? 1928. 1915. What's that there? Can't be a mint mark, is it? I'll have to look at that under the microscope because it looks like a little dot there after the 1915. Anyway, have we got a broken tooth error? No, that seems fine. $1964. 1903. Oh, I know there is an open. What's this B? Now with this one, you can get the 3 where it's more open, rather than this one here where it's curled round. So that one is not the rare one. 1917. Again, it's got a little dot there. Don't know whether it's just a bit of muck or... I'll have a look under, as I said, I'll look under a bit microscope or something. 1906. Well, that one's seen better days, I think. 1907. And I know there's different varieties that you have to look for as well. 1916. Bit of damage there, just next to where any broken tooth would be. I think that's a fine one. 1930. Oh, I think I need that one. 1930. Oh, this is a bit of a damaged one as well. 1930 again. Thankfully, I've got a better condition. Well, there's two exactly the same, so there can't be 38 different pennies. 67, Queen Elizabeth II. Got a 1918. Any mint mark on that? No. I know there was I think there was an H mint mark for 1918 that they were selling for about 10 quid. Which I passed on. 1919, no mint mark. 1936. George V, that was the last year of his reign. 1920. And 1966. Got nearly all the 1960s because there was a few years that didn't get minted. 1908. I think there's different varieties of those. 1909. I know there's something to look out for this one as well. I think it's something to do with the one in the date pointing to a bead or not. Can't really tell if there's any. Oh, come on, focus. Again, I'll have to get the magnifying glass out. Looks like the beads has been worn away there. 1910. That was last year. Sorry, I did the 7th reign. 1911. This is one where we have that what they call a Gobi X hollow neck. Could be. There's a bit of hollowness there, but I always thought it'd be around the back of the neck. No, there is I think another way you can check is if the eye of Brit and the eye of was it Imp, I think it is. Again, you can't really tell. The beads have been worn away. It would need to be pointing to a bead. Let's move these up a bit. Can't really see everything. This next one. 1937. George the 6th. 1938. Another damaged one, 1912. I know I'm needing a 1912 without a mint mark, which could well be that. I hope I can have a better one. 1935. 1939. 1913. 1921. 1914. 1951. You are joking. You are joking. $19.51. That's one. Is that one of the rare dates? I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is one of the rare dates. Let's have a look. Oh, let's zoom back out a bit. I think some of the coins has fell out again. Yeah, 1951, 120,000. Haha. Well, that coin itself has just paid for where have I put it? It's in very good condition, that. Don't know whether anybody could tell us if that is a race strike or not, but I don't think it is. Well, that is, it's a bit like finding the Kew Gardens in a 50p hunt. 1945, let's continue on to finish these off. 1944. 1946, no little apostrophe at the end of the E. 1947, 48, there's going to be a 49, no, 61, 62 and 63. Wow. And I've got another bag of pennies there, which I don't know whether to wait for another day, because I mean we're on 30 odd minutes already. Yeah, I think I might do that for another video, but that has got to be an absolute stonker of a find. I knew the 1950-51s were fairly scarce. I couldn't remember what the mintage figure was. Wow. Anyway, we'll leave it there. And all I can say is big thank you to Smiffy for managing to get the striker on, and for those other coins as well that he bought that I managed to pay him back. And a big thank you for the Magna Carta. Like I said, that will be going into a giveaway at some point. So it's a case of keeping your eyes and ears open when that giveaway is announced. Well, that's an absolutely amazing find. I wish I'd opened these up when I was down in Derbyshire. I just held on to them until I got back. Never mind. So anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and in the meantime, keep on hunting, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.